Welcome to Grumpy John's garage. Welcome to a cold and wet now that winter's come in. What I've got, as you can see in the background there, I've got a headlight. A wee bit of damage on it. I'm going to show you how I weld it, how I repair it. And you can see that's a crash car there, 2015 Vauxhall Makka. So the system I use, if you're looking for anything to do with plastic welding, look at Polyvance. The best. I've got two of their systems for the plastic welding. This is the best for cheap plastic repair systems, unless you go to the nitrogen systems, which are thousands. I ain't buying that. But let me introduce you to it. But what I'll do first, I'll show you the headlight. As you see the headlight, it's got condensation in it. That's how I knew it was broken. What I'll do, I'll introduce you to the Polyvance. This is Polyvance, and it is the mini welder, the Airless plastic welder. Fantastic. As you can see, all the different welding rods, but I'll show you that. So here's a quick reference chart. What you've got all the different plastics there, Each one for the plastics has a part number. And then it gives you a rough guide of what the colours are and what they are used on. Here they are here. They're all different welding rods for different plastics. As you can see here, it's got polyurethane, it's got ABS, it's got polypropylene, polyurethane, all them polycarbonate. Then you've got the Fiberflex. Fantastic, this stuff. This is a bit of a universal stuff. They can use it on anything. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got fibres inside it, and it melts very easily. It's really good. Now you've got the clear stuff here. But each one of these welding rods, as you can see, it's got the part number on it. There, R030103 white. As you can see that's it there. R030103 white. And then it tells you what it's used for. Grills, instrument panels, consoles, and interior trims. But the one I use mostly is this one here, 020103 black. Bumper covers, fuel tanks, fan shrouds. I use that in most, headlamps and everything. Okay? But all these things cost a lot of money. So what I do, I cut up bits of, this is the exact same plastic part number as the headlight. This is a dirt guard for underneath the wheel arch, splash guard. And that's what I use, bits of that. Or if I'm repairing the bumper, I'll use bits of an old bumper I've got. You can see the white stuff there. Well, that's bits of a new Ford bumper. That's just the cross-section bit that you get to hold the bumper together. But let me show you the headlight. As you can see, the lens of the headlight's in perfect condition. There's no damage to that at all. It's just got condensation in it. And what I'll do, I'll put a picture up just to let you see what the damage was on the car. It was just light. I've bought it, damage repairable from Copart. Right, I'm getting off subject. Let's look at this headlight. Here's the damage. See, it's all split. And that's the only bit that's wrong with it. So I don't want to spend a couple of £100 getting a new headlight just because of that. I'd rather just repair that. So what you do, you look around and there's all different all different codes on it. And you've got to try and find it. Now, where did I find it? Here. You can just see the codes there. You can see it tells you what the lens is and tells you what the bezel, the housing and the inner lens. We're wanting the housing, which is PPTD30. Hopefully you can see that. So basically it's PP. That's all it is. That's all you go by. And that's PP, is polypropylene. Once you figure out what your plastic is, you not only pick your welding rod out, but you've got the control. This is what you use. Basically, a soldering iron, not a solder, soldering. Then you've got this little unit. This is a controller. And as you look round, you've got the different codes of the different plastics. And all you do is turn that wee knob to PP, or whatever one you want. The Uniflex, Fiberflex, you take it right round there, because that'll be super hot. That's the Fiberflex. So all you do is adjust that to match your plastics. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So not only are you welding with the correct temperature, if you were to use a normal soldering iron or a hot bit, you're not using it at the right temperature. This does not melt it cold because it's at the right temperature. It doesn't boil the plastic like it is if the bolt's too hot. So it's the perfect temperature and it welds fantastic. You'll see in a minute when I show you. Right, let's get on with this. Let me get a drink of tea. What I do, you can see it's a wee bit floppy there. What I do is I get a wee pick and you can see that it just needs pulled out a wee bit to align it properly. So I get the wee pick inside there and align it. And just heat up here and there just to join it together. Don't let it go too quick because it's just, remember it's soft plastic because it's heated up. It's just like the MIG. It's just like the MIG welder. You've got to give it a wee tack here and there. And it goes cold pretty quickly. As you see, it's right in the right place. Move it round, and that's what we do. We just do that. Just here and there, just give it a wee tack. All you're doing is just melting a wee bit of plastic and moving it around. That's it. Another YouTuber, if you want to watch someone that does plastic repairs quite a lot, is Damage Undone. He's an English boy and he does quite a lot with Polyvance plastic welding. He goes into it a bit more in depth than I've got. He reviews, because he gets it sent for nothing. Right, next bit, let's get a wee welding rod. And then just get on with it and get it welded. I like to basically heat up one side and kind of push it into the middle where the crack is and join them together and then flatten it out. That's my first bit that I like doing. And get a wee welding rod. See, it's not structural, so it's not like on a car you're welding metal. It's got to be super secure. You're just plastic. And once all this is melted together, it's going to be super strong anyway. You can see, if you watch it, it's not boiling. All it's doing is just melting at the right temperature. And just melting. It's not, I'm not having to put a lot of effort into it melting. It's just perfect, because the temperature's perfect. You know, if the heat wasn't hot enough, it'd be like some melted parts and some chunky bits, and it wouldn't be as smooth like that. That's all I do. I just do a wee bit at a time. What I would like is Polyvance make a combination plastic welder. And what you get with it, you get this, and you also get a hot air gun. And I would love that, but they don't sell that in the UK. You've got to import it. If you go onto Polyvance website in the US, they'll send it to you, but it costs you just as much as it costs to buy. And the system looks fantastic. Damage Undone, that I was talking about, he done a review on it, and it's a fantastic equipment. So if Polyvance is listening, watching, I love your stuff, and I would love to review the hot air combination plastic welder, but I doubt it. think I got this through PowerTech. PowerTech is basically a distributor for this in the UK. That's another one of the tools that are good, well and truly worth the money, is PowerTech. I've got a lot of PowerTech stuff. You see how that's just nice and melting. It's just going into, it looks like melted chocolate. Oh yeah. Oh, jeez, that's hot. You're never going to see this bit when it's on the car. So you don't need to worry about it being pretty. But I like it to be looking good. It's easy to rub down as well afterwards. You could flatten all that down and put a wee bit of plastic primer over it if you wanted. Right, let's see if we can see the next bit. I'm sure that is broken. It's broken there, and then it goes up into like a V, and then round here. Oh, that's even better. Fantastic. Right. Excuse the huffing and puffing. I'm still, in my last video as I mentioned, still wasn't feeling well. Still not 100%. That's got to be 6 to 8 weeks now. All the different varieties of cold and flu. I'm still not feeling 100%. Got to work. Right, let's get this done. Yep, just flatten it off. There's a wee bit missing there, but just play with it. Get it flattened out a wee bit. Yeah, you can fix headlights, brackets, and you can make up brackets and stuff like that. They do a little tool, a fantastic thing. I've seen it on Facebook. And what you do, if you've got brackets on your bumpers and stuff like that, this little jig that they've got for making bumper bracket lugs, it's fantastic. You can use this equipment for it. You're basically covering in all over the whole cracks that you've got. This equipment has saved me so much time. It's made me so much money with fixing stuff like this. Usually what happens is that you get a car like this one here. The headlight looked perfect from the outside, except a bit of condensation. So the first thing you check with the condensation, has the previous customer or in the accident, has the wee cap fallen off? That's the first thing you do. Then once you find that, you realise that possibility that something's cracked, maybe a bit of the inner wing or the outer wing has damaged it, And usually it's after you've bought all the parts and you're doing the repair, then you find this. So to repair, I wouldn't repair this for a customer's car, no chance. Just this is a bit big, this is for me. Yeah, I would have went and bought a headlight for this, for the customer. No. Sometimes it's quite hard to see in there. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I do sometimes as well. I get a rag and clean off the end. Just a quick wipe. That's all. Right, let's see. One bit left. It's just a very, very fine crack. It doesn't smell. You can see the smoke coming off it. It doesn't smell. Anyway, if it did, I wouldn't smell it anyway. My sense of smell's gone years ago with all this painting and thinners and I don't smell anything. Beautiful. No, I thought that was another crack there, but it was just a bit of plastic. No, crack, no. In there's two little holes there for screws. What you can do with these Vauxhall headlights, and other manufacturers do it as well, you can buy, if this mounting's broken, you can buy replacement ones. And what you do is you shave off a certain amount of the old one and put the old one in, and put the new one in, and then screw it in. And you can see it. You see it on this one here as well. Yeah, what you could do is get a wee rub down. Once you've done that, you can give it a wee plastic prime and paint it. A wee bit of plastic black, and that'll look magic. Last thing you've got to do, switch it off, and you always remember to give it a wee clean off, just in case you're using a different plastic next time. That's all I do. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little look into the Polyvance plastic welding system. I rate it 100%. It's fantastic. And as you've seen there, you're using the correct heat for the plastic and Polyvance. So with that, I would like to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.